everybody, it's Zeke. Today's video needs a trigger warning as well. I know we've been having a lot of those lately, and the trigger warning is for talk about sexual assault. And there won't be details about sexual assault. I'll be talking about how I'm moving on from it and how I'm becoming okay again. So here's your chance to leave if you need to. So here's the only detail I'm going to be giving about the assault, is just that this past weekend, so it's been less than a week, just under a week, I had sex for the first time against my will. I had never had sex before consensually either, so this was my first time and it was against my will. And I just kind of want to talk about moving forward from that experience. And I guess the first thing that I'm realizing is that it's okay not to be okay. I was a mess the first few days. I honestly thought I might be a danger to myself, and I told them so when I went to report the assault, so I got stuck in the psych area for a little bit. But I wasn't, I guess I was suicidal, briefly. But for like a day, I felt dirty and gross. After that, it wasn't that I was suicidal, it was just that I had lost all investment in my life. I didn't want to die, I just kind of wanted to float or fly. So that's how it started for me, but that's not where I am anymore. I'm kind of in a place, I think my most recent Facebook status was, "You can't break me, fuck that." So I've kind of hit another place right now. And there's quite a few realizations that I've come to through this process. So, realization 1, it's okay that I'm not okay yet. Realization 2, it's okay to seek help. I actually have chosen to get a legal advocate and a rape crisis counselor in addition to my psychiatrist and my gender therapist, and I've reached out to friends for help. I still feel, because of my own insecurities, like I should feel guilty for needing or wanting or asking for this much support. But I guess that brings us to realization 4, I think we're on 4, that in the past when I haven't sought help because I felt like I shouldn't need it, I have been not okay longer, and it has impacted the people around me more than if I had just asked for help in the first place. So instead of feeling guilty or acting needy without meaning to, I'm just gonna ask, and that's realization 4. So 1, it's okay that I'm not okay. 2, it's okay to seek help. I forget what 3 was, but 4, it's okay to ask for support, and I think it's better to ask for support. My video did something weird. Realization 5, I have finite resources. I've been really worried lately because I'm completing a year of national service in an elementary school, and I've been really worried because I felt like I cared about my kids less, or that my passion and reason for serving had waned, and I don't think that's the case at all. I think that it's grown and become more concrete and more focused throughout the year of serving my students. But I have finite resources, and trigger for suicide and death of a parent. My stepdad committed suicide about 4 or 5 months ago now? Maybe 3 even. In October. How's that? My stepdad committed suicide in October, and I was raped this weekend. And I haven't enough spoons for everything in the universe. My job is high stress and high emotional involvement, and I love my kids. And my burden to ensure that they receive equitable opportunities has grown throughout this year. But giving my kids right now all that I have to give is giving them a lot less than what I had at the beginning of the year, because there's only so much of me to go around, and I'm dealing with a lot. I don't know where I'm at with that. It still really bugs me that I'm giving them less. But realization, I think we're on 5, is I have finite resources. I can't do everything. And finally, and I think that this realization is the only reason I'm even on my way to being okay right now, I need to be okay this time for me. I can't be okay for my parents. I can't be okay for my students or my career goals or my job. I have to be okay for me this time. And I have to do the best I can with these choices for me this time. And honestly, because I've been working a little bit lately, my students are getting a better me when I try to be okay for me than when I try to be okay for them. And it seems a little bit counterintuitive, but it's definitely the truth of what I'm discovering. So those are the realizations I've had, healing from the suicide of my stepdad and healing from being sexually assaulted. As far as the assault itself, I'm still torn. Legally, I have grounds to press rape charges. I don't really want to, but I really want a restraining order to make sure that I'm safe. And I think that the only way to make sure I'm safe at this point, with all of the details of the situation, may be to press charges. And I don't think I should go much more into it than that, because there's another person involved and I don't want to cause any issues for them. And I don't really want to put legal crap on YouTube. But I definitely have some mixed feelings going on, and I'll figure it out. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know I'm not okay yet. I'm a week past some of this stuff, and some of you have been past this for 5 years or 10 years, and some of you probably experienced this last night. So in the comments, I'll drop the number for like TransLifeline, rape crisis stuff. I know that the ones that are in my area won't be the best for everybody, but I'll probably drop them there anyway. And those of you who have been going through this longer or who have overcome this, feel free to drop in the comments just your thoughts and advice. All right, have a great day, everybody.